Let's talk a bit more about the alma mater, Syracuse U. It has
Sure.
closed its diversity and inclusion office,
Yeah.
replacing it with a people and culture office. How has this changed the university's commitment to something we talk about a lot with our guests,
Yeah.
diversity, equity, and inclusion?
I will give you my opinion. It's an informed opinion, I think, based on working here and also interacting a lot with that office on campus and within Newhouse. There is a
Oh,
Newhouse office as well. My take is that it is a change of name and not a change in commitment. Um, at one level, Ken, I'm saddened by this relabeling, which is obviously forced by the current political climate, and I think that's really unfortunate, but that's the environment that we're living in. And many times, um, you know, part of it is we have to deal with the reality that's there and not the reality we wish was there. And I think that's where we are in terms of the environment. I see it as a strategic move to enable the continuance of a commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now, a couple things about that. I've heard about these kind of reorganizations and changes of name. I've heard to them referred to somewhat cynically as the euphemism treadmill. Oh, we can't call it that, we'll call it this, that sort of thing. But, I think it's a reaction to organizations not wanting to raise their heads over the parapet, and become a target. Um, Now, I was speaking to an African American faculty colleague of mine yesterday who's very concerned about that becoming a slippery slope. And I totally understand that. And you could see it as a capitulation. Um, but I believe, you know, um, for example, our own, what used to be the office within Newhouse of diversity, equity, um, inclusion, and accessibility is now
mhm.
community culture and engagement. Our associate dean, Hua Zhang, who's a PR professor, by the way, um, has the same charge. I mean, her job description and what she's hoping to achieve is the same. So I've given some thought to this, and I really think the potential damage to students, to professors, to education programs, to the funding of scholarships and research, the risk to that, I think, is more is greater than the risk of changing names and reporting lines. And ultimately, I think what really matters is intent and effectiveness. And I think that's what's going to tell the tale. Where this is going ultimately, I don't know.
Sure.
But that's the way I view our situation here at Syracuse University.
Thank you. So, anyone who's seen the podcast, seen my writing, seen me speak, knows me, knows that I believe that this industry, PR and comms, has had a track record in promoting people into leadership, promoting executives into leadership. They're great at PR or comms or digital or social or, the biz dev, on the agency side, or
Yep.
just the practice of PR without always taking into account the fact that it's a different skill set. It's a different skill set. Sure, most people are practitioners and then managers and then leaders, but I do feel we promote without really training and mentoring and